Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. Think of it as a Geneva Convention, a compact, an accord, rules of conduct between basically good guys on Earth and hell itself. Started in, let's say, the Crusades. I don't know, might do it some other period, but let's just say the Crusades. First Crusade, little bit crazy. People going over the top, talking about, okay, we're gonna, save, reclaim the Holy Land. Da, da, da. Well, some of the zealots got a little bit over the top even more and said, okay, we're gonna destroy hell now. We're not gonna have revelations. We're gonna destroy hell now. And they went into the darkest of magics and they found or created weapons and they tried to assassinate princes in hell and a few of them pulled it off. Some of the ones mentioned in the Bible aren't there anymore. And okay, I was like, oh, okay, time out, time out, time out. All right, let's have maybe a quick meeting, and he arranges a quick little conference on the mortal world. He says, look, how about this? There are rules of engagement both sides must adhere to. As long as if you stop doing that to us, we'll stop doing these things to you, like unleashing mystical plagues on a whim, or letting our witches go free and whatever. We'll force them to abide by certain rules. Like, only so many of this is, only so many of that's is. And frankly, the church actually came away with some good, solid conditions that actually make it easier to fight the forces of darkness on the mortal world. Without this understanding, the world might have ended by now. So it has held since the First Crusade. Here's the problem. Someone now, fast forward, modern day, 2020, soldier, went overseas, fought for his country, watched something demonic rip through his squad, kill them all, except him. He went AWOL, studies the occult, becomes a monster killer, which is perfectly okay, but he broke a rule. He basically tracked down a prince from hell who, according to this compact, is allowed to visit briefly the mortal world, and you can't assassinate them. It's almost like you're killing an ambassador. And he tried to assassinate a prince of hell. And so now agents from the church and agents from hell have to find this guy and bring him in. And under the rules of the compact, when it's been violated like this, the offending parties must be killed in X amount of time, or it must be made right. Otherwise, the church must make concessions. Basically, hell can line item veto anything they want in things, and people are going to start dying. Innocent people are going to start dying unless you put a muzzle on this crazy bastard. But he is not going to go down without a fight. He doesn't care about compacts. He cares about the next target. Even more important, because when he kills that prince, he steals all the man's knowledge, all of his experience, all of his secrets, and he wants to raise a little hell of his own. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. That could be a really, really cheesy movie. Or anime. Do it right. But I'm going to stop there before I get too deep into it. Now, please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the podcasts are. Two of them. There's the Battery Daily Prompt and Disturbing Thought of the Day. Both go off on a daily basis. Also, there are book links. If you hit the book links, I'll take you to Amazon. There are print books and ebooks available. What are the books? Well, there's the Battery series. Think 200 writing prompts, a little wisdom on writing. The goal, to finish that novel. You've been trying to write forever, you can't seem to get done. Well, Battery will get you there. Follow the system through and through. You can actually have your business up and running, selling books before you finish that first novel, which is what I like best about it. But also, it's good for anybody else. So let's say you're just an evil GM who never wants to write a book. Fine. 200 writing prompts. We're talking potential ideas. Or game designers, comic book writers, screenwriters, or experienced novelists. Like, they have no problems writing novels. They might just need a billion-dollar idea. Check out Battery. Also, there are anthologies. New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories to a book, each with its own theme. One is unheroic. Something like a vampire owing child support to a good guy. That's an unlikely hero saving the day. That's unheroic. Or the Book of Schemes, all kinds of schemes. Some crazy, some simple, some diabolical, even through in a Western, but schemes, right? Well, in this case, Mind Wolves. It's about an assassin who has a crisis of conscience, and she decides to basically fight the good fight. But here's the thing: she's a mystical assassin, and she becomes a nun who's basically trying to like save her soul from inevitable damnation for her past sins. And somebody's kidnapped her last night, which is spooky because she's arguably the deadliest woman alive, one of the Vatican's best weapons against the darkness, and somebody kidnapped her. And the only dude who can get to her, who can even has a chance within 1,000 miles, is a cop who happens to live in the same city, but he's scared of her. He does not like his chances, but he's a shifty little shaman, so who knows? All right, and the last series, Villain, it's novels. Think Sin City with superpowers. There's a superhero apocalypse. Over 99% of them are wiped out. The surviving heroes go underground. And this guy who helped kill heroes, by the way, his name is Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in the suit. What makes him dangerous is that he has a past that he conceals. He has top-notch side training, like he is an expert in hundreds of different skills, and he has the best mercenaries money can buy, a small army. If you come to him as a fixer and you need something done and you pay him enough, he could make you a senator. He could start an ethnic cleansing in your name. He could do just about anything, good, bad, whatever. Until one night, he's forced to fire all of his people, give up being a fixer or a crook ever again, and all his cash. So he's broke, he has no minions, and he has to fight crime in a place worse than Gotham. They tell him, skip a night, you die, leave town, you die. Best of luck. The streets will kill. Yeah. Well, they're wrong. They're so wrong. Because of his past, because of those skills he has, because of some powers he didn't tell anybody he had, he becomes quite dangerous. And he takes on the world-saving game with a particular zeal because people who are threatening the world at the higher levels, they tend to have money. And if someone was to put a bullet in them and keep them from coming back, because bad guys, they tend to, okay, you ruin their scheme, they come back. No. You run into Clyde once, you're done. He will destroy your organization top to bottom and steal whatever's not on fire. So how do you come back? He takes a serious bite out of crime. The problem is he takes too big a bite. And that kind of goes into the fourth book of the series, but I'm working on the fifth now. Anyhow, I am Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Till tomorrow.